Little fuzzies coming off yet again. But I think that these are definitely the best Alphalete leggings I've ever had. And it's telling me that all of my items are final sale. I was very upset. And they really held up. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're doing a huge, gotta cover my address, Alphalete haul and review, including the new Alphalux collection, which I have very high hopes for, as well as the updated Halo leggings, some joggers, and I had to get like a little crop zip up because it was just too cute. I did get all of this at their birthday sale weekend. Everything was at least 15% off, I think. Even the new items, which was really awesome. So everything was slightly cheaper than usual, but I still did spend $400, so love that for me. This review is completely unsponsored, purchased this with my own money. This review is also going to be 100% honest, so if you like honest reviews, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more, because we do that a lot here on this channel. Anyways, before we get into a little Alphalete tea, we do have a sponsor for today's video. Who am I? Today's sponsor is Audible. I'm sure most of you have heard of Audible, but they are the leading provider of spoken word entertainment, including audiobooks. So if you have an Audible monthly membership, each month you get 1 credit to pick any title, plus 2 Audible originals, which I had no idea they had their own content, and access to daily news digests like the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, all your news needs, as well as guided meditation programs. I do have a 20 to 30 minute commute to class every day, and to be honest, sometimes I get tired to listening to every Taylor Swift album on repeat. I know, seems impossible, but sometimes I want to listen to a podcast or audiobook instead of music. And let's be honest, I'm just like not a huge reader. I never have been. I love reading and I actually like really enjoy the act of reading a book, but when I have to sit around and read so many books for class all day and look at my notes all the time, sometimes it's just nice to have something read to you. And if I want to read a book, I have to sit there and read, but if I'm listening to a book, I can do things at the same time, like get some laundry done, drive to class, cook, so it's really good for multitasking. Sometimes I even listen to an audiobook while I work out if I'm really feeling it. The last thing I listened to was The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It focuses kind of on the balance of personal and professional life. I already feel like I'm a pretty productive person, but it also had a lot on positivity, and I felt like there were a lot of helpful tips that I couldn't think of myself. And a fun little note for students, I had a 300-page book I had to read in undergrad, and I just didn't feel like reading it. So I actually just got it on Audible and listened to it walking between classes and at the gym. So again, I could like multitask and got the book done without having to sit down and read it. Something I also didn't know, I thought they were just audiobooks, but they actually have more. They have podcasts, guided wellness programs, theatrical performances, comedy, and Audible originals, which I mentioned before. Either way, they have thousands of titles and you will definitely find something that you want to listen to. Something that's also nice is that you can actually download the titles so you don't have to worry about not having Wi-Fi. Sometimes my connection is a little spotty on the way to class, so I just download the title before I drive and then I don't have to worry about buffering. The Audible app is also free on all smartphones and tablets, and it also syncs across all your devices, so if you start listening to it on your phone, you can pick it up on your iPad or something and you don't have to like find what space you're at, because let's be honest, that's kind of annoying. And you can also save up your credits. Let's say you don't have time to listen to something one month, you can save it up and listen to the next month. So you can visit audible.com/KathrynM, that's Kathryn, my name, with an M at the end, or text Kathryn M to 500-500 for a 30-day free trial. Alright, thanks for that little intermission, and back to the video. Alright, so I feel like I have to address the Alphalete tea before we get into this review. So there's been a ton of stuff going on with their shipping from the Black Friday sale and their customer service, and I've had people tell me like I'm never buying from Alphalete again, blah blah blah, like there's just a lot going on. For some people, I think it took around 2 months to get their Black Friday orders, so it came like way past Christmas time, and a lot of people weren't hearing back from customer service for a week or more at a time. Honestly, I ordered from their Black Friday sale and I didn't have a single problem, so I can't really contribute my own personal issues to this. I just wanted to mention it because it is something a lot of other people had issues with. Alphalete is too big of a company to ignore all of these issues. They don't want people to stop buying, so I really think that they're going to fix these problems. I got my order super quick from this launch. I did work out in the Alphalux set this morning, so spoiler alert, really liked leggings. Not so good on the sports bra. And I don't know if I've had another brand that I've gotten more messages about of people having holes in the crotch, and I got the updated Halo leggings that have improved crotch seams, so they know that they ripped. Mine didn't rip, but I also didn't keep them. So I also got the men's and women's joggers because sometimes the women's joggers sell out quick, so I'm gonna see if we can pull off the men's joggers. Anyways, it's finally time to get into the Alphalux. Peach did not really like the Alphalux set because I wouldn't pick her up in it because it just collects pet hair like nothing else. So Peach's review is 0 stars. Do you see her little tooth? Oh, Peach. She's trying to vlog. Let's start out with the Alphalete leggings. I would say that I'm super excited about these, but I already wore them and I'm really impressed. So these were $68. So they're on the expensive side, but I do think that they are good quality. I got a size small and did find that they were true to size. So they are saying that these are their softest leggings ever, brushed on the inside and outside. So brushed basically just means it kind of has a slight fuzziness to it. And basically just think Lululemon online fabric, which is called Nulu. Think of that. This is what the fabric looks like. You can see the slight brush texture. A little bit fuzzy, but I still feel like it did hold up really well. Apparently these are the highest spandex percentage out of any of their leggings. And I do have to say, I feel like this is true. They definitely felt stretchier than the Surface Path leggings. Those I felt like were a little more constrictive. These you can stretch any way you want, and they were like super free moving. They claim to have sweat wicking technology. They do show sweat, so some quick details. They do have a seamless waistband. They do have a front seam, so there was some risk for camel toe, but I really didn't experience any. They do have kind of narrow side pockets, so I'll see if I can fit my phone in there, but it's pretty small. They do have really flattering booty seams on the back, and they are a full-length legging. And something that I've always loved about Alphalete is their logos are super high quality. So they have the rubberized Alphalete logo, and then they also have like a shiny little Alphalux, also rubberized logo. These logos are super good quality, and they will not like peel off or anything, so definitely like that. All right, now we're gonna talk about the Elite sports bra really quick, and then I will insert my gym try on. Here's the Alphalete Elite sports bra in raspberry. This sports bra is $46, and I got it in my normal size small. So I was a little bummed when I went to the website. I kind of thought they would have all of the sports bras in all of the colors, but the Elite sports bra only comes in the raspberry and black, and the tri-back sports bra comes in the blue and like the raven color. So if you are looking for a specific sports bra, you are limited to colors. I also got the other sports bra, so I will try that on soon. But I was bummed at first because I thought this one would have a lot more support and be like, I don't know, better. But on the website it says this bra is a medium impact, which might be true if you have a smaller chest, but I was not getting any support. I was very upset. We'll get into this in the try on, but don't be deceived. This does not have as much coverage or support as it may seem. It does have a scoop neck and removable cup pads, and the back is just a classic tank style with kind of a little crisscross butterfly-ish style detail. These straps do have a matching kind of mesh detail, so it is very breathable. Okay, now for the gym test. Can I just say that this is annoying that I can't remove this tag if I want to return the item, because like it's gonna be so uncomfortable to like try this on or actually get an idea of how it feels if I can't remove the tag. Usually they have the tags with a little like safety pins, so it's easy. But seriously, and they have this one, which I also hate this, which you also have to remove. So I just want to try it on to see if it's comfortable. Is that too much to ask? All right, I got the set on. Still a little bit upset about the tag situation because, and like even now I have this like super uncomfortable little like paper tag that like I would like to try it on without this, but that's not possible. So I wish they would fix their tags. Also, I have not once had a sports bra from Alphalete that I really like, and this one is no exception. We got some side boob spillage, just like a lot of cleavage, and it just doesn't have a lot of room for boobs in general. Hope this isn't controversial. I feel like all of the Alphalete athletes either have like no boobs or giant fake boobs, and it's like sometimes people with real boobs want to wear bras, and when you only have those type of people doing reviews, it doesn't really help because they just don't work the same as like bigger regular boobs. All right, that's over. The back of the sports bra is cute. It's not quite as supportive as I thought. The leggings are super soft and really comfortable. Minimal to no camel, so that's not an issue. But I literally just put these on. I already have cat fur and I have little fuzzies coming off yet again. There it is. So yeah, do not go anywhere near your animals in these because I haven't even gone near Peach. And I already have fur on this. Alright, since I apparently have to keep these, I might as well take off this little tag in here and go to the gym. Okay, I'm back from the gym and she really wants me to pick her up, but I can't because I will get all of her fur all over the leggings. Alright, so quick post-gym first impression review situation. I love the leggings. Like, they stay up perfectly. They seriously like hug your body in the nicest ways, have about a medium compression and just like a really good amount of hold, and I really have like almost no complaints about the leggings. They felt awesome. They're super stretchy. There's no risk of tearing. The reason I'm upset is I like to wear gym sets, And this top just had literally zero support. It says medium to high support on the website. It's a lie. Jump test. Like, there's so much jiggling going on, it's not even okay. I was constantly pulling up the bra and making sure it wasn't falling out of the sides. So really not made for people with like large chests / real boobs. I don't think I could have done anything about sizing. This is a size small, that's my normal size. And the band fits. I do have a smaller rib cage and like a larger cup size, so I usually do go for a small, and almost always it's okay. If I sized down, I would have even less room in the boob area to like cover things. And if I sized up, it would be like super loose in the band. So there's really not much I can do. Okay, this material does show sweat. There is a little bit of under boob sweat. I don't know if you can like even see that, but there is a little bit. I don't sweat a whole lot. I don't sweat a whole lot, but one of the athletes, Emily Hayden, did post a story saying that these definitely do show sweat, and like I'll insert the picture here, so these are not sweat proof. But yeah, now back to the real review. As you can see, they do have a seamless waistband and they're not cutting into me at all. Like I said from the gym test, they stay up super well, so you don't need to worry about there not being a top seam because they're not going anywhere. I feel like all the seams do a really good job of not cutting into any bad places. They do have these pockets on the side, and they can like kind of fit my phone. I have like the 11, not the plus. The pockets are also super flattering. They just kind of like taper down, so it's not like all bulky and squarish. Here's the back. They are super flattering in the booty. I'm gonna give them a medium to high on the booty scale. These have about a medium compression, but they're so stretchy that they're not squishing the butt down, so honestly, like, they just do a good job. The booty seams are super flattering. They have a slight widow's peak kind of pointing down and then come up, and the seams do go over your butt, so you're not getting anything cutting over the line of your butt and just like interfering with the shape. The fabric isn't super thick, so I don't expect it to be entirely cellulite proof, but it's not as thin as a Lululemon Unlined, so you might get a little more coverage than that. The fabric feels pretty similar to a Buff Bunny Rosa legging, except I think it might be actually a little bit softer. Definitely collects a little more lint too. Like, we are just constantly brushing off fur. They're very true to size. I don't have any fabric gathering in any places that it shouldn't. And I just feel like it's really not gathering around the crotch at all. So I think that's really nice. Definitely a change of pace for some of their other leggings I've tried. They do have a seam going all the way down the outside and all the way down the inside. They are also totally a full length on me, and I am 5'9". So for my taller ladies, it will be a full length. You might eventually get some pilling with this type of fabric. Probably not if you're careful, but it's not super fuzzy. Like, I know it is brushed, but it's not like incredibly fuzzy, so I actually think it might be okay. I do think these would be pretty high performance, and I really love that they're just totally not restrictive at all, and you should feel totally comfortable doing all of your exercises in them. But I think that these are definitely the best Alphalete leggings I've ever had. The Alphalux leggings in Raven basically feel the same as the raspberry ones. They might be like a tiny bit less stretchy, potentially because it's a darker fabric, but just a very little bit extra compression, again, just due to the nature of the fabric, but overall, very, very similar. I wouldn't change any of the review, but yeah. All right, here's the sports bra, aka major disappointment. The way I saw the Alphalux sports bras is that the Elite bra was a tank strap. It would have a little more support, kind of be for larger chested girls, and that the spaghetti strap one would be a much lighter support, with something that someone with a smaller chest could do. But I was incorrect. I did not feel comfortable working out in this. Every time I leaned over, I had to pull this bra up, so that was no fun for me. It is super comfy and super soft. I don't have any problems with it. The back is super cute. Like, I mean, that's adorable. The removable cup pads are pretty hidden. If you have a smaller chest, this would probably be great for you. Like, I don't see any issues. So I don't know, I love the leggings, but I like wearing a set, so I don't know what to do. Next, I have the Alphalux Tri Bra. It's called the Tri Bra because it does have these 3 straps in the back. The website says low to medium impact. Maybe I like this more than the other sports bra because I really would love to keep one of these sets because the leggings are just so nice. Anyways, it looks to be a decent coverage on the front, still a scoop neck, removable cup pads. They have kind of double spaghetti straps in the front that come to a T back and then split into the 3. It has the same Alphalete Alphalux rubberized logo detail. I don't know what it is about Alphalete stuff, but every time I get one of their brushed fabrics, I always have like all these little clumps coming off. It's like, Could you maybe like get those off before you send it to me? Okay, let's try it on. So excuse this giant tag because apparently I can't return it if I take this off. So love that. So this bra actually has more coverage than the Elite bra. I'm literally amazed. Pretty good cleavage coverage. I don't feel like it's quite as much. We do have a little bit of side boobs still, so it's not like totally full coverage. I just feel like Alphalete bras run big. Like I am on the larger end of a size small in terms of cup size, and I find all of their sports bras to have like a little bit of extra space, and I'm just like, why? So if you're in between sizes in any Alphalete sports bras, like please size down. So there's more coverage, but there's not a lot going on in terms of support. The straps just aren't doing much. I mean, I didn't expect it to. It's a spaghetti strap. It does say light to medium support on the website, so that's nothing bad about them. I just feel like the fabric is kind of awkwardly scrunching up around this area. I don't really know what's going on. The back is super cute and really open. I do like the little 3 straps. I just wish it was a little more supportive. Definitely good for a back day because I like to see my back muscles move on back day. Peach, Peach, this isn't for you. I can't pick up Peach to get her off my desk because her fur will get all over me. So yeah, like light support, very light support. I thought maybe this could potentially be a little bit better than the other one, but sadly I don't think so. So good thing I kept on these giant tags because I think I'll be returning this one. Next, we have the updated Halo leggings in sage green. I do remember this from the last Halo leggings, but this fabric of theirs is just so incredibly soft and so unique from so many other fabrics, but I hope I like the crotch area better this time. I basically got these just to look at the seams, so I am going to show you guys the gusset crotch real quick. It still looks like a single seam all the way around. I think this is where people had issues with the stitching because it is slightly thinner fabric in some of these areas. So as you can see, it just kind of pulls. I personally don't usually have issues with my crotches ripping in my leggings. The crotch area does seem super stretchy, so it shouldn't be a problem, but I did already have one of you guys message me saying that your new updated Halo leggings ripped in the crotch. So I don't know, I just don't have this problem with my leggings, so I can't speak to this because it hasn't happened to me. So they do have a double thickness seamless waistband. I feel like some people call these seamless leggings sometimes, but like they have just as many seams as any other leggings. Like seam to attach waistband, front seam, back seam, seam down the leg. Like, explain to me how this is seamless. Anyways, they do have a lot of little rib detailing. This is around the booty on the back. And then they have this kind of breathable panel detailing underneath the butt and going down the leg. It stops around the knee area as well. And I just want to show you this fabric close up. It is so soft. Like, I don't know if you can tell how soft it is, but it just is incredibly, incredibly soft. And another compliment on their logos. The Alphalete logo is embroidered into the fabric, so it's like literally in there. Not going to peel off or anything. Okay, let's try these on. Okay, so not gonna take forever to review the Halos because I have reviewed them before. The waistband is seamless and has a pretty good compression. I'd say medium to high compression in the waistband. The rest of the leggings is about a medium compression, not very much, but still pretty good. The fabric is so soft. It's not brushed like the Alphalux, but it is still incredibly soft. And because of the knit nature of the fabric, it's not going to have any pilling. It's either the same fabric as the Revivals or very similar. Either way, I've had my Revivals for quite a while and they have not pilled. I love the subtle nature of the contour detailing they have. They kind of have a thicker ribbed detail up here and then kind of a panel detailing all the way down the leg, which just gives a little bit of contrast. They also have the panel detailing below the booty to kind of be a subtle booty contour. They do have the seam to kind of separate the booty cheeks, and I would definitely give these a medium to high on the booty scale. They're like really flattering actually. They're basically a full length on me. Like I said, I am tall, so that's good. The seams really feel fine to me. Like I feel like I have a lot of stretch in them. Like I could do my stretches and be just fine. I just really don't see how they rip. I have heard a lot of ripping stories, so I don't really know. These will be cellulite friendly because you do have the panel detailing underneath the butt, kind of in the major cellulite area, so that's good. This fabric should be more sweat wicking than the Alphalux. And there's no like double camel going on. There definitely is a little bit of hugging going on, and I still don't love that. But honestly, I am debating keeping these because I feel like they're super soft. I did like the Halos last time. The only thing was the crotch gathering, so that is up to you. If you can get over that or not, I am still deciding. Okay, sorry for the bad lighting. Just got back from a little workout. I did work out in the Halo leggings and I did not experience any holes in the crotch. I know some of you guys have, even in the updated ones, but I did do a full body day, including some squats, some hip thrusts and lunges, and they really held up. So mine are okay, and all the seams are looking pretty good still. Next, I got the Capital Crop Hoodie in light gray. This was $56, and I got a size medium to be a little bit oversized. Some sweatshirts can be super thin and like, they claim to be lightweight, but like they're just really not as cozy. This actually feels super thick and comfortable. So it does claim to have a more relaxed fit. It is cropped, but it does have the little kangaroo pocket, which they even said on the website that it was called a kangaroo pocket. So I just thought that was cute. It does have a little quarter zip detail, and it also has the logo embroidered into the sweatshirt. And I'm just gonna try it on because we don't need me to talk about this without it being on, so. Okay, this is the Capital Crop Hoodie. It's super cozy. I feel a little weird about like the kangaroo pocket being like this high up. It's like literally at boob level, so I am wearing a size medium, and it's definitely like an oversized, like comfy fit. The bottom of the hoodie is ruched up, but it's not like super tight, which I prefer. I don't like it when it's like super bubbly looking. It has the same kind of ruching on the sleeves, which makes it feel like really cozy and comfy. It definitely feels like a classic, like kind of like Champion sweatshirt material, except definitely made like a little bit more like cuter. Okay, this looks kind of funny. Like, I get why they did this because they didn't want the ends to fray, but doesn't that just look kind of weird? You can wear it zipped up or zipped down, and I don't feel like it's a ton of cleavage. It does go right to the top of my legging waistband, so I'm not really showing a lot of skin. And yeah, it's super cute. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it just because it's just kind of basic for me. I would like it just a teeny bit longer for me personally. This already is a medium, and it could just be like a little bit longer, but that's really my only critique. Next, we have the women's premium version 2 joggers in navy. I tried their identity joggers a while back, and I didn't think they were really like worth the price. And just feeling these, I don't know if I really think that they're worth the price either. They don't feel like the most cozy material. Like, they're decently stretchy, they're pretty thick, but I just kind of like soft joggers. The material is just okay for me. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not brushed or anything, so it's not gonna be like incredibly soft. They do have a raised rubberized detail on the side here. Okay, why don't we just try these on and then talk about them. Okay, so here are the women's joggers. They're not bad. They have a decently high waist, goes about to my belly button. They also have little drawstring band. These are a size small, and they definitely are a more relaxed fit. So I definitely wouldn't recommend sizing up for a relaxed fit because these already feel relaxed. So if you want more of a legging feel, I would size down just because there's like a lot of extra fabric like around this region. It said they had super deep pockets, and they weren't wrong. These are pretty deep. They have kind of a curved detail around the booty here. They always do a really good job of like the little cuffs at the end of the drawstrings so they don't fray. Like these bad boys. Yeah, and they're comfy and they're super stretchy. I just don't think like they're the most flattering on me personally, and I don't think I would pay $66 for them. They're just kind of basic, so like there's nothing wrong with them. I just don't think I am like totally wowed. They are also a full length on me, so. Okay, and I also got the men's identity joggers in Obsidian. I got these in an extra small. I just kind of want to see how the men's joggers work. Someone messaged me and asked me to do this comparison of like men's versus women's joggers. So we'll see if women can pull off the men's joggers because they tend to be a little bit cheaper and they also sell out less quickly. So got the extra small. They still look like pretty big. These are the identity joggers. They're much softer than the women's joggers I just tried on. As you can tell, they do look a little bit more brushed, and they also have this nice rubberized detail at the bottom of the leg. Okay, so here are the men's joggers, and they actually don't really feel like they're like super boxy and like women couldn't wear these. Okay, one thing I already noticed is they have giant pockets. Like, let me know why girls' pockets can never be like this, but because of that, like, you can kind of see the pockets. So I am wearing an extra small, and I would say they fit pretty well, so I would size down. They are super soft. These are the identity joggers, which are supposed to be their softest jogger. I don't remember the women's identity joggers having zip pockets, but these have zip pockets. They do have butt pockets that could probably be a little higher up if they want to be a little more flattering on a girl booty. I don't know. I don't really know. Oh, hey, Peach. Peach is at bedtime. It's actually decently high-waisted. It goes right below my belly button. So higher waisted than I thought, because sometimes I feel like men's joggers are like really like low riding. Yeah, they're tight all the way to the bottom. They don't have any cuff or anything around the ankle, which I think the women's ones did. But all right, not bad. So you can go for men's joggers and no one will know. Popping on real quick, fun thing that's happening. Alphalete said during the sale, I believe, that items 30% to 40% off or something or more would be final sale. And I'm trying to do my returns right now. And it's telling me that like all of my items are final sale, even though they were only 15% off. Yep, see? Final sale, final sale. Like I specifically didn't get anything over 30% off. So this wouldn't be an issue. So that's fun. All right, so that's it for the review. I thought I would sit down, one, because I'm tired from trying on like 5 pairs of pants, and Peach is over here, so yeah, I'm actually much more impressed than I thought. I think this is definitely my favorite Alphalete launch in a while. Definitely disappointed by the sports bras. So I hope they come out with a more supportive sports bra that people with larger chests could maybe get by with. I'm not even asking for a lot of support. I just don't want to like feel like I'm falling out of my bra at the gym. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not already. I have a lot of fun reviews coming up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!